I think yoga is a really nice way to start the day because it makes you feel energised and refreshed, and it's a nice change from just going to school and going to lessons.
Well, I like doing yoga at school. I think it's really nice because usually school's quite a stressful environment, and it's quite nice to just take some time to relax, and it makes it all feel a bit more casual, and it's nice just to forget about, like everyone else said, to forget about everything else, and I don't know, afterwards you feel more able to like make better decisions, and if like you just feel your head feels really chaotic, it calms you down a bit.
So you really notice that in yourself, that you feel calmer in yourself and your mind feels a bit more still, is what you seem to describe. Yeah, that's great. And how about for you, Jack?
I think it like really gives you a sense of like self-control after like it only takes you a few minutes, and then you really like feel like in a sort of inner peace, and then you have a more awareness of your surroundings, and it really helps you to de-stress and forget about your worries.
That's great. And that's what you experienced yourself when you...
Yeah, like I'm always looking for like to see different perspectives and things, and you really surprise yourself when you go into meditation.
So you notice that the stilling of the mind.
Definitely got a different mindset afterwards, and I don't think I've ever kind of thought the same way since, and that's definitely probably a benefit.
That's great. That's really great. So it is something that you've discovered for yourself that you feel can support you in your life.
And it's also good to have like a safe place and a safe environment as well to do it, and you know that like no one's going to judge you or anything. Like it's like it's a nice community kind of feel to it.
No, that's great. That's really great.
Really relaxed and sort of in tune with like my body and everything.
You can feel that in yourself.
Yeah, I sort of forget schoolwork and things, and it's really nice to just think about what's happening in the moment.
So it gives you that kind of break from everything.
Yeah.
Getting in tune with my breath is really calm and helps me forget about exams for a bit, and
So really benefits you in that way.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hi, I'm Sasha, and I've been running the yoga sessions for the Hippocampus project at a school called Ralph Allen in the southwest of England. The project's been a really great opportunity to bring yoga into young people's lives. I feel that I've scattered the seeds of the simple and yet profound effects of yoga, where young people have discovered connecting with their breath, and through the moving yoga they've been able to experience connecting more deeply within themselves, more deeply mentally, emotionally and physically. I think that the most integral and powerful outcome of the project has been working with both the students and the staff, which I think significantly shifted the emphasis of the well-being and knowing the value of taking care of ourselves within the whole school culture. As an outcome of the Hippocampus project, the school themselves have continued to roll out the programme to deliver bite-sized yoga and mindfulness sessions within every classroom in the whole school. So from my perspective, it's been both a pleasure and a privilege to be part of this Hippocampus project.
Do you notice anything for yourself that's different when you practice yoga for yourself?
I think I have noticed a big difference, really. I've obviously practiced yoga with you in the class that's for the staff, but also we've practiced with the students, the two of us, haven't we? And I think in both scenarios I've noticed a difference for me. I do think that the work that we do in schools as teachers, I know there's lots of jobs that have got a lot of stress in it, but I think we have so many face-to-face interactions with pupils and students and the sixth form and staff all day, that it's really unusual for a day not to have quite a lot of stress in it. And I think that the yoga really does help you to just be a bit calmer, feel a bit less stressed, feel as if you're a little bit more on top of things. It's a part of the day when we practice the yoga that's for us. You feel like this bit is for me. And as well as the physical benefits of the stretching and the sometimes like the strengthening the core type kind of postures that we do and so on. I think it's really good for you physically, but I think it gives you a really good kind of like mind space as well. Makes you more aware. I really like the way that making yourself more aware of the breath and the in-breath and the out-breath. I think that's something that's really transferable to all sorts of other situations, not just when you're in a yoga class or... I mean, I've used it when I've not been able to get to sleep, for example, sometimes, where the mind is just so full of, like, different images and things that have happened during the day. And well, for me anyway, I might be able to get off to sleep quite easily, but then I'll wake up as if my mind wants to get started on thinking about those big questions again. And I found that counting the breath and having a count for the in-breath and the out-breath has really helped me to get back to sleep more quickly. So I have really loved that technique, and I find that really transferable.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's really helpful. And with my class, we've had 3 sessions now during the year. The session where you came and you introduced it to us, and the students, first of all, I think were just a little, even with you explained it so well, Sasha, but even at first that it's like something different, isn't it? Whereas but everyone was involved, and asked them about it afterwards, and they said, no, it felt, like maybe a little bit self-conscious at first, but then I quite liked it, and that we're all doing it together. And I think it's nice that it was in the morning for them, first thing in the morning, set them up for the day. It gave a really calm start to the day, and giving those techniques to them about being aware of the breath, and that's a really useful calming technique as well. And then the follow-up sessions where we practiced in a way where they felt a little bit more confident. They'd done it once already. And I think they have felt that it's something that's helped them a little bit as well, with finding a little bit of kind of like calm and peace and space and so on. And really, so I think they've liked it. And some of the students that I teach that aren't in my tutor group, like I know the sixth formers, have really sort of thrown themselves into it, perhaps even more, and then perhaps at that age where they're a little bit less kind of self-aware. But my tutor group, all but maybe one, and she's got her own sort of personal faith reasons, they all took part in it, and they could feel that it kind of just gave them a bit of time and space, and made them just a bit more aware of themselves, and that looking into themselves a bit more, which I think is really helpful for young people.
That's brilliant. That's great. That's really helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great. Amy, for you, do you notice any difference for yourself when you practice yoga, or for your class or your students when you've practiced or shared yoga?
Massively, in terms of my own personal yoga journey, I guess. I think the more I've practiced it, every single week, I've noticed it's not only been better for me health-wise and physically, with my muscles and everything, toning and everything, but mentally has been far, far better. So I'm able to let go and relax. It's given me a chance to shut off from a very busy and hectic job. And also I find that within my job and within my life outside of school, I've been able to pause and take time and reflect, and sort of really manage to calm myself down in times of anxiety and stress. So I have in the past suffered with really bad anxiety, so panic attacks, palpitations, chest pains, and work was a big source of that anxiety. But definitely in the last year or so, I think it is now nearly, I've been doing yoga with yourself. I've really got a hold and really handle on that. So it's been really, really good for my own personal life, my work life balance and my stress, and giving me lots of tools, I think you'd probably call it, to be able to really deal with my emotion and my thoughts and feelings.
That's great.
With the
great.
class, yeah, they've loved doing it. They think it's really exciting in the first few, and I think some of the children really quickly get on board with the yoga idea. I think some of them take a little bit longer, but it's the repetitive nature, sort of doing it again and again and again, that gets them used to, you know, not feeling silly about it, I guess, is the thing I'm trying to get to. They need it massively. I mean, life at the moment for kids is really stressful. It's full of, you know, social media and online, and everything's, you know, at their fingertips all the time. And I think yoga gives them that chance to step back and to take the time to think only of themselves and their own feelings, their own bodies. And it's been amazing. So a lot of the kids will ask me now, can we do yoga? Can we have a bit of chair yoga? Can we do some square breathing? And you see them sort of, you know, actively trying to do it, because they say, oh, I feel way better afterwards. Or they go home with a smile on their face at the end of the day because they're sort of a bit more relaxed and have enjoyed the fact that they've been given the opportunity to de-stress and practice in lesson time as well, which has been amazing. Yeah, so I've had kids really excited about doing it at lunchtime and asking me, you know, when I do it, and having that dialogue open about yoga and how beneficial it is. So I couldn't be any more positive about the whole program, really.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. Thank you,
Cool,
Amy.
no worries.
Brilliant. Thank you.